What's going on, everyone? This is Jay from Premier Gaming Entertainment, and I don't know about you guys, but I am totally and completely excited about this weekend, and I just want to get into the video, this first predictions video for 2021, and obviously we're playing Western Michigan this week, and I'm pretty excited about the game. I'm excited to, be talking about Michigan football again in its entirety. It's been a whole year, and I'm excited also just to see the fans back in the crowd as well. So if you can, definitely feel free to leave a like on the video. Let me know how you feel in the comment section below. Are you excited to see us back in action? Do you feel that we're going to have a successful season this year? Is it going to be another year's struggle? Let me know how you feel in the comment section below. Now, this game is going to be very, very interesting. One of the reasons why definitely is just seeing how all these changes, especially in the coaching staff, how well that's been implemented into seeing how well these guys are going to perform on the field. It's one thing to make changes, it's another thing to actually see them be executed. So I am going to be totally and completely interested to see how, what impact these new coaches have had on the players. With everything getting, I guess, changed and more things being more hands-on, I'm interested to see. It's going to be interesting to see how well they perform on the field. Like I said in my previous video, I think part of the problem last season, other than the talent not being developed, was effort. And part of effort is consistency. You gotta want it, and I just feel as though last year a lot of players just didn't want to be out there, and I know part of it was because of COVID, but also a lot of it was just with the uncertainty of the program, the uncertainty of the coaching staff. Was Harbaugh going to be here? It's hard. Like I said before, it's hard to give it your all and be committed to to the team and to the program when the head person that's involved in the program doesn't seem like they're committed. So all that is out the window. We're starting fresh. Harbaugh's got his contract, so that uncertainty is out the window now, so there's no excuses. So I feel as though the team is going to play much better. A lot of people, don't have the confidence in them, think that this is going to be a down season. I'm not acting like, this is going to be the greatest season ever or anything like that, or they're going to make the college football playoffs. I'm not saying all that, but I think that they're going to do much better than what people think. And, this week on Saturday with Western Michigan, it's going to be a good opening test to see how well, they've made, changes that have been made in order to improve the team. It's the first game, so obviously, they haven't had any real-time opportunity to implement, all the changes they may or may not have made, but it's going to be a good test to see how they match up. So I know a lot of people are interested to see how the defense is going to go. I am definitely one of those people. I'm interested to see how much the secondary has improved. Last year was just a complete disaster. The corners were getting beat like there was no tomorrow. Safeties weren't exactly playing as well as they should have. And it was just, you're almost scared when the other team was dropping back to pass, because you're thinking to yourself, oh, well, here goes another completion. Here's another bomb over our heads. Here's another pass interference. Oh, here's another instance of us getting beat. I want to see if all that's been cleaned up. So I'm definitely interested to see how that goes. I'm also interested to see if there's been any improvement in the defensive line. Because one of the biggest issues that's been really for the past 2 to 3 years it's just a lack of dominance on the defensive line. We've really been getting pushed backwards a whole lot over the last couple of years. And I've always been one to say that the game is won and lost in the trenches. If you can win and dominate on both of the lines, both whether it's offense or defensive line, you have a greater chance of winning the game if you can dominate on both of the lines. So I'm really interested to see how well our defensive line is going to fare. From what I heard, and our defense is going to be, obviously a lot different than what Don Brown was doing, and that's going to include the fact that we're going to run some sort of 3-4 instead of a 4-3. So that standpoint is going to be very interested to see how that's implemented. Obviously, I think we're going to be playing a little bit more zone this season, and that's definitely going to help as far as coverage goes. Now, one thing about playing zone is, you got to have a better sense of communication, better reads and stuff like that. So that's going to be interesting to see. I know, Don Brown wasn't really one of those guys that did a lot of zone, and it showed when we actually tried to play zone, and just looked like there was just holes all over the place, like it was Swiss cheese. So I just let you know that we didn't really practice a whole lot of zone. A lot of man, a lot of press man coverage, leaving guys on islands when they shouldn't be. So it's going to be interesting to see how our secondary fares this go around. Also, what I'm interested to see is how the offense is going to do. More than anything else, how our quarterback play is going to be. We're starting in with Cade. I know he started one game, the game against Penn State, where he got injured. So, as it is right now, it's his team, it's his game. Harbaugh's named him the starter, and it's his game to lose. Like, he'll continue to be the starting quarterback until he, if he starts playing poorly, obviously he's going to have a short hook. But it's his team and his position to lose. And from what I saw last season, when he had an opportunity, he played really well. So I don't see that changing. I feel as though he's going to play really well. And it's going to be very important because in order for us to stand a chance to do anything this season, we have to hit the ground running. And, we can't afford to lose, a few games up front because the back end of our schedule is kind of brutal. So we have to make sure that, coming into the difficult games, that we have a pretty good record. So this first game versus Western Michigan is definitely not anything to overlook. We have to, prepare for this game, be prepared, play as though, the college football playoffs is on the line, and if we lose this game, we're out. I mean, technically speaking, unless we beat, say, Wisconsin, Penn State, or Ohio, if we lose a game against Western Michigan, we're pretty much out anyways. So this is a must-win game for us. And like I said, it's going to be a good barometer, a good way of seeing how well we're going to fare for the rest of the season based off of how well we play against a team like Western Michigan. So I'm really excited. Like I said, excited to see how we're going to fare, how we're going to play, how these changes to the coaching staffs, how well it's going to be implemented, and how well we're going to be able to play against these teams, especially in the front end of the schedule. As far as the game goes, it's a huge question mark because it's hard for me to gauge this team just based off of the lack of consistency as far as who's going to be starting. One thing I will say that I'm going to be interested to see is the whole thing as far as who's going to be our number one wide receiver. Is it going to be Ronnie Bell? Is it going to be Baldwin? Is it going to be Cornelius Johnson? I mean, who's going to be the guy that's going to step forward and be the number one wide receiver. I'm interested to see that as well. So, this game, like I said before, versus Western Michigan, don't know a whole lot about, them as a team for this season. I know we're favored, I think, by 17 points. So, on the surface, this is a team that we should be able to beat. But who knows? They may come out, motivated, ready to win or try to win, and we might come out flat, and it might be a closer game than it should be. And I hope that's not the case. I want to see us blow these guys out the water and not even think that they have a chance to win. So that's what I'm looking for. I don't know how Cade's going to fare. They may have to rely on the ground game, at least in the at the beginning, in order to get a little bit of a lead, get a bit of a cushion, get everybody comfortable, and then from there start working on some things. So I'm looking at I don't expect Michigan to be putting up 40, 50 points, but something like maybe like 35-14. 35-21. That's what I'm looking at as far as thinking what the score is going to be for this first game. Michigan obviously getting the win. So that's where I see it. Hopefully, we play well. We play, within the capabilities of the team, and use this as a springboard to go to the next game and dominate in our second game. So like I said, 35-21 score for Michigan. That's my prediction. Hopefully we play up to our ability, and we don't leave this game to the last fourth quarter and down to the last possession and have a chance to lose. Anyways, that's it for the video. Thank you for watching. Definitely feel free to leave a like on the video if you enjoy the content. Leave me a comment in the comment section below how you feel. Is this going to be a close game? Is Michigan going to blow these guys out the water? Is it going to be kind of like one of those games where it's close at first and then we pull away? Let me know how you feel in the comment section below about the game. And let me know, if you like the content, definitely feel free to subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I'm trying to make the channel grow. So hopefully, over a course of time, we can grow and get this, this community bigger than what it is. Anyways, thank you for watching the video, and as always, go blue.